Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today, we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on December 29th, 2025, just 3 days ago. This paper introduces a framework called CoLog that reaches a mean F1 score, which is a standard measure of how well a model detects errors of about 100% across 7 benchmark datasets. The paper is titled, A Unified Framework for Detecting Point and Collective Anomalies in Operating System Logs via Collaborative Transformers. And as we'll see in the results later, the accuracy it achieves in identifying system threats is really impressive. For those interested in the implementation, the authors have shared their code on GitHub. Alright, Figure 1 illustrates how the system processes 2 distinct types of data, called modalities. The top portion shows log entries grouped into sequences, which provide vital context. Notice that Event 4 and Event 8 have the same text, but different backgrounds. By using this sequence data, the model separates these identical messages in the unified semantic space, a digital map that groups similar meanings. This context allows the system to spot anomalies that simpler models might miss. Well, Figure 1 showed how sequence and semantic data interact. Table 1 now catalogs the specific challenges that current multimodal approaches face in log anomaly detection. For instance, early fusion methods combine different types of raw data into one input before processing, which causes high dimensionality. This means there are too many data variables for the model to manage efficiently. Conversely, late fusion and separate models often fail to capture shared information by processing data types independently until the final decision. So, Figure 2 maps out where CoLog fits within the broader research landscape of identifying system irregularities. This diagram categorizes existing methods into 2 primary branches, unimodal and multimodal. Unimodal methods analyze a single type of information, such as the raw text of a log or the timing of events. In contrast, multimodal methods combine these different types of data, which helps the model see a more complete picture of system behavior. CoLog is positioned under the multimodal branch because it utilizes intermediate fusion, a method that merges multiple data streams inside the neural network to capture how they interact. Alright, Figure 4 provides a complete map of how CoLog processes system logs from raw text to a final anomaly prediction. The workflow starts in the pre-processing block on the left, where unstructured logs are turned into organized data and filtered using the Tomek link method, which is a technique that removes ambiguous or noisy data points to help the model learn more clearly. Moving to the center, the information enters the collaborative transformer, which contains 2 parallel paths for different data types. These paths use a special modality adaptation layer, a component that adjusts the internal signals from different sources to ensure they work together effectively. Finally, the balancing layer on the right regulates how much weight to give each data type before the system makes its final decision. Okay, Table 3 presents the final performance results for the system across 7 benchmark datasets. For 4 of these datasets, including Casper and Zookeeper, the model reaches a perfect score of 100% for precision and recall. Even when processing the massive BlueGeneL dataset, which contains over 2 million log samples, the accuracy remains nearly flawless at about 99.99%. This shows that the model is highly reliable regardless of the data scale. Well, Table 11 compares the average performance of CoLog against several other popular anomaly detection methods. The results are ranked by the mean F1 score, which is a mathematical balance between catching every error and being right when it sounds the alarm. Traditional machine learning models, like principal component analysis, sit at the bottom with scores around 47%. While the closest competitor reaches 99%, CoLog achieves a nearly perfect score of about 100% across all test cases. Alright, looking at the big picture, blending text and sequence data through collaborative transformers is incredibly effective for spotting system threats. This unified approach provides a highly reliable shield for cybersecurity and operational monitoring. That's it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Thanks for listening.